If you really want to be strong, the rest period is 5 to 15 minutes between sets, if you have the time. That's crazy long, isn't it? Why is it so long? It's long because it takes so long for the creatine phosphate in the muscles to recover and overcompensate. And it also because it takes your nervous system to rest, for the acidity to drop. So you may feel recovered, but you're really not. Can you train with less rest? Sure, sometimes you can. I'm not saying you should never do that. But at least a part of your training should be conducted in an environment where your rests are very, very long. Much longer than you think they should be. As I said, 5 to 15 minutes. And the beauty of bodyweight training is specifically Grease the Groove allows you to do that. You cannot really do that easily with a kettlebell or a barbell. Well, you can if you're Danny and you own your own gym, right? You train the student, then right after, before you go to the next student, you go and do a set of deadlifts. Great, wonderful. But if you're not in that type of environment, taking 10 minutes between sets of 2 and doing 10 sets like that, it's not very practical, understandably, right? But bodyweight training is great. You can do that. Grease the Groove works like a miracle. What's greasing the groove? Greasing the groove is doing approximately half the number of repetitions that you're capable of with like 15 or more minutes of rest in between throughout the day, every day, with an occasional day off. It works like an absolute miracle. People get strong really fast. The key is not to push yourself too hard. Notice what I said, doing about half the repetitions that you're capable of. So if you're doing the one-arm, if you're greasing the groove with a one-arm push-up, you pick a regression that makes it easier for yourself, like so much help with the other hand, for example. And but you help yourself so much to make that like, okay, I'm doing 2 reps right now, but with this much help, I could have done 4. Do you guys understand? As opposed to I'm helping myself and I'm going to do 2 reps, and the 2 reps is all I could have done. So you have to keep that. You have to kind of save the strength for the next set. It's a very strange mindset. It's a very difficult thing for most people to accept that the goal of a set is not to completely just tap yourself out, because it's not. A great way to think about strength training, like Steve Bakari put it really well, it's like put money in the bank to collect it on the fight night. You guys understand? Putting money in the bank to spend it on the fight night. And it's interesting, he works with, Bakari works with his strength coach for top UFC guys, Joe Lozon, Jimmy Collins, and so on. He has these guys do sets of 2 or 3 reps with 10 minutes in between. I mean, these are fighters. These are people who think that if you rest for more than 5 seconds, you're a sissy. But he made a very good point. Don't confuse strength and conditioning with conditioning and more conditioning. Do you follow me? Okay. You need to be strong. To be strong, you need to do lower rep work. What's low reps? It's 5 or under. 5 or under. Whenever you start exceeding that rep count, you're starting to work on something else. You might get some strength gains from that, but it is going to be, they're going to be not as high. Some hypertrophy, whatever. Some endurance, whatever. So practice.